Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 86 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Are you quick or slow at making new friends? Slow. What is the strangest name of someone you know? Oh, I've known a couple of people named Friday. I know a guy named, one time I knew a guy named God's Will. God's Will may win on this one. That's a weird name. At least in my experience, in my sphere of existence. What else had a weird name? I mean, I'm talking about things that people didn't adopt for themselves for characters or through fandom or things like that. I'm talking about things that they were actually gifted. I did know someone named Zebra. Her parents had wanted to name her Zebra at birth, but she was born in a Catholic church, in a Catholic hospital. And the Catholic hospital would not let them name their daughter Zebra, so they named her Sandra, close to Zebra. But no one ever called her Sandra, ever. And the day she turned 18, she had it legally changed to Zebra. Stunningly attractive girl, Zebra. I wonder whatever happened to her. To whom did you turn for advice as a teenager? And why that person? I don't think I turned to a specific person for advice. I really don't. I don't remember a particular person being of useful to me as when it came to advice. It would be usually I'd be seeking that from a friend or something, or a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Under what circumstances would you lay your life down for a friend? Well, if they're a friend, almost any. I'm willing to kill, die, or live for somebody. Have you ever read someone's diary without his or her permission? I gotta think I may have looked at my sister's, but it was monumentally boring. I don't think I've ever done anything else like that. What have you learned from friends who have a different background from you? Most of my friends have very similar backgrounds. And the few friends I've had that had different backgrounds, I guess I tried to project myself into their existence and try to take on the idea of what their life may have been like as compared to mine. But I'll be honest, when I was younger, I was far more shallow than that. What do you and your friends do together? Most common activity for us is either go eating or shopping or both. What people were unfriendly to you in the last year? The most unfriendly was my old lead operator. Boy, was she unfriendly. She was the unfriendliest person in the whole universe when it came to me. The only way she could have been any more unfriendly to me is if she'd actually attempted to kill me. Short of that, she was the unfriendliest person I may have ever known in my entire life. She was a miserable human being to deal with, and I despised working with her. I'm glad that I no longer do. And the cat's back. Hi, cat, and you are once again in a spot I don't want you to be in. There you go, kitten. Oh, now you're caught in my sweater. There you go. The trials and tribulations of a cat that's slowly growing senile. You are embarrassed when others recognize my accomplishments, maybe? Possibly? You know, something along those lines? Possibly, I'm not positive. Have you ever looked up an old friend online? I have on occasion poked around, but I've never reached out to any of them because, I'll be honest, they didn't reach out to me. That must mean they're not interested. So I left them be, because that seemed to be the sensible thing to do. Well, this has been episode 86 of the 4,000 Question Challenge, and Mandarin is here. Who knows how long she'll stay here. You folks don't have to have a cat walking up and down you all the damn time. I do. She does it when I'm sleeping, too. Onto my pillow, sits on my head, sits on my butt. It's all over the place. But thank you for being here for episode 86, and I hope to see you on episode 87.